We're lower on the totem pole.
I'm sure we're writing at least a dozen fires.
Well, if they tell people to leave people, right?
So I don't just build them to abide by any rules, but they don't abide by the EDA.
And other rules.
Yeah. All these fire codes we're worried about here.
Although I'm sure municipal codes do not apply on state government properties.
Municipal codes, state codes, federal codes. Now there
The chair of this committee.
Yeah.
Sarah Ross is by the floor. Allison was
And they just say,
What's that? Oh, okay. See, I don't forget the back report. Yeah, instead of having to make me wait till the end. The other aspect of this
bet that would work. Oh, yeah.
Keep your mind on.
Yeah.
Their pockets right before they go in.
Oh, that, I got what to do. Yeah. Did you get it? I know that. That big oh, you did? She's got a little no, that's fine. You can just keep it underneath. I'm not going to take it there.
Actually, I'm just going to have it. Better than just not that floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to do that. Okay, all right.
Yeah, and they always change.
I'm glad that municipal fire codes are not a policy. Because we're very clearly in violation.
I've seen it worse, right?
We're on now. Thank you for your attention. Good afternoon. I want to welcome you to the House Children and Families Committee. We have two bills that we're going to hear today. We're going to hear HJR 98, which is brought by Representative Moon, and House Bill 1953, which is brought by Representative Swans. And I need to, quite a few people here, so the first bill that we're going to hear is the HJR. How many folks are here to testify on that bill? Would you raise your hand, please? Okay. How many of you are here in support of the bill? Your testimony will be in support. All right, thank you. And is there any opposition here to the bill? Okay, am I seeing everyone? Is there anyone else in the hallway? Raise your hands again in opposition, please. Just need to gauge how much time we need. All right, thank you. And then is there anyone here for informational purposes only? Okay, good. Now, I'm going to ask that same question about House Bill 1953, which is Representative Swan's bill. How many are here to testify on Representative Swan's bill? Okay, and then those in favor, please, raise your hand. And those in opposition? All right, thank you very much. All right, would you please call the roll?
Chairwoman Franklin.
Present.
Vice Chair Neely. Present. Ranking Member Meredith. Representative Beard. Representative Bradley. Representative Brown.
Here.
Representative Gannon.
Here.
Representative Kankner. Representative Lauer. Representative Newman.
Here.
Representative North.
Here.
Representative Lindley.
Okay. So we will proceed with the HJR. And we have an hour to take testimony on the bill. I think the sponsor has created an order, those who are in favor of the bill. What I'm going to ask you to do is to limit your testimony to 3 minutes, and we'll probably go through about the same amount of witnesses, pro and con. And after that point, we'll probably go to 2 minutes of testimony, keeping an eye on the clock. Let's see. And I think that takes care of all of our housekeeping. Representative Moon, whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon. Thank you, Madam Chairman and committee members for coming in early today to hear the HJR 98. My name is Mike Moon. I represent Lawrence County, which I think we still are the #1 cow-calf producing county in the state of Missouri, and we're in the top 10 in the nation. So we're proud of that. HJR 98 is a resolution intent on protecting the health of women and the unborn children. In the U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 1, or Section 2, Clause 3, it deals with the apportionment of representation in the U.S. Congress. It's difficult for me to imagine how individuals who lived that time, some of the individuals anyway, were considered only a portion of a human. 3/5, in fact. Today, the majority of people that I think in our society would have a hard time proving that notion. Yet, a number of individuals today, however small that number might be, believe that the unborn, developing human beings, don't deserve equal protection under the law. I've got a short clip I want to show you. Thanks for the Madam Chairman for allowing me to show this. Just show about 30 seconds of this clip, if you will. And what this is depicting, it's not depicting, it's an actual footage from a womb showing a blob of tissue. I beg to differ. I think you can see the intricacies of the face and the features, the hands. I don't know if we'll get far enough into the clip, but there's one of it yawning and nearly, there it is, putting the fingers in the mouth. Just like you see a born individual doing, a human being sticking his tongue out. Precious sights, I think most of us would agree.
Amen.
And the more you look at that, the more I believe you have to realize that that is a human being, a developing human being. In fact, thank you, Rush, for showing that. Most of us were continuing our development through age about 18 to 25, even after we were brought into the world. Most people would be appalled and shout to the rooftops if it were reported that someone sucked out a litter of cats or dogs from their expectant mother. Yet, for some reason, it's acceptable to rip out a human baby from its mother, and what do we hear? Crickets. We're not animals. We are human beings. In the Dred Scott case, Dred and Harriet were seeking their freedom. And Missouri got it right in the compromise. The Supreme Court overruled that, and you know the results of it. Eventually, though, society and judges included came to their senses, and those who were at one time enslaved are now free humans, not just 3/5 of a person, but complete whole humans. In the Supreme Court case of Roe v. Wade, they rejected personhood. But in their opinion, they conceded that if personhood were established, they have to reverse their decision. I think that tells us a lot. In the Journal of Human Reproductive Sciences, a study showed that life begins. Now, this is a medical study. A medical study showed that life begins at fertilization. We call that conception. In fact, in our own statutes of Missouri, Section 1 or Chapter 1, Section 205, it states very clearly that in 1988, the Missouri legislature found that life begins at conception, fertilization. At that time, at that very second, where the sperm meets the egg, there is a new and unique strand of DNA created. So let's suppose that a crime scene investigative team approached the scene where a man and a woman had just died, and just shortly before, conception or fertilization had taken place. During their analysis with the tests that they run, they would find a unique strand of DNA from the father, a separate strand from the mother, and if they did their homework properly, they would find a third
also the co-founder of Hope After Rape Conception, and